Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bella. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I have my what sold from overnight, 4 items, so I figured I'd hop on and let you guys know what's selling in real time right now. So 1 item sold off of Poshmark, 3 on eBay, a variety of things. Sandals are still selling, we got some wool selling, everything is selling, so let's get right into what sold overnight. This is a Chadwick size 20. It had the button attached. I did new without tags for this in the listing on eBay. I got this on like a half price day at the Salvation Army. I took an offer on this one, so it sold for $19.50. My estimated profit, $10.24. I had an estimated cost of goods around $2 for that. A lot of times when I go to the Salvation Army, most of the time, I do just a cost of goods for everything that I pick up at the Salvation Army, and I typically go to my local Salvation Army on Wednesdays. I'm going to be picking that back up again. The kids are heading back to school. The yard sales are slowing down, so on Wednesdays typically I do try to hit the half price day at my local Salvation Army. You should really check out your local Salvation Army, not just Salvation Army, but Goodwill and other local thrift stores. If you're looking for good prices, half price days, check out their Facebook page. That's also a good way. I don't know as much about Salvation Army and Goodwill if they post their sales as much as like local establishments. I know in my area, a lot of local establishments do go to Facebook and say, hey, we're having a bag sale or we're having a dollar sale. So and branch out, like even 20 miles out, start looking. Facebook is a great place to go online. Just hit, type in the spacebar at the top, thrift stores near me. I've found some that are they're even like just 10 miles, 20 miles away from me and a couple towns over. Really nice mom and pop thrift stores. So during, when the yard sale seasons are not in effect, you really do want to have more options, see what's out there. And I know one of my favorite local thrift stores pretty much all summer has been doing bag sales or the dollar sales or just buy one, get one. Actually, one week they did buy one, get 2 free. So just check it out, because a lot of these places are not as busy this time of year. They're probably going to start picking back up because yard sales are winding down, but just keep an eye out for good ways to get reasonable inventory. So next up is this J. Crew. This is 100% merino wool. It actually can be hand washed or machine washed, which is cool. Really nice button down men's cardigan vest. This sold on eBay for $23.62. I had about $1 into this sweater. I estimated my profit around $20 for this. So again, this is my second merino wool cashmere item that I've sold in the last week. People are starting to think fall is going to be here. I want to be stocked with my wool, apparently. I don't know. We usually in my area get a pretty nice fall, and things really start to, I don't know, September and October a lot of times is really nice in my area. How about in yours? Do you guys still have a really nice fall? I'm still trying to tell my daughter, I'm like, you don't need a bunch of pants yet for back to school because it's going to be cold. It's going to be warm for the next 8 weeks. So everybody around here is getting ready to go back to school. I know in the South, I always I watch other places and friends of mine, they go back even earlier than this in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, but we typically go back. We have gone back as late as after Labor Day, but typically we're back the week before Labor Day, get a couple of days in for the kids to, get their feet wet, and then have a few days off. We like to ease into things around here, so, which is good. It's good. It's a nice time to get an adjustment for the kids and everything. So, okay, that was, and speaking of children and clothing, you might have seen a video a few weeks ago. I picked these Coca-Cola pants up for my daughter. She was actually at camp when I grabbed these, so I could not ask her what she thought, if she would like to wear these. I don't think the double colors was her thing, because usually she likes like Dr. Pepper pants and shirts and things like that. But so I was surprised there was a few on eBay, but these did flip pretty quickly for me for, you know, so if you bring some stuff home and your kids don't like it and you're like, should I list it? I was a little unsure about these. I was not sure that how quickly they would sell, but they sold for $21.75 after my fees, cost of goods. My estimated profit is $9.89. Not too bad for an item that, you know, pretty much had my daughter try them on. She didn't like them. I'm profiting just around $10. That was a good risk for me, but yeah, these, you know, graphic stuff is very popular. I see, like, I was on Old Navy's website today looking for clothes for her. There's just so much fun stuff now. There's all these graphic tees. This is a Pitbull shirt. I have worn it before. Pitbull, the singer, the rapper. He's not a rapper. I don't know. He's one of my favorites. So I scooped this up this summer for $1. Somebody obviously went to the show and was like, oh, I love that happens. That happened with Disney stuff. Like, you know, somebody goes to the Disney parade around Christmas time or Halloween, and they come back home and they're like, the magic in Disney is over and I'm going to sell this. And that is usually good to keep an eye out for, you know, concert stuff, you know, anything that can be resold, like people didn't get to go to the concert, but they love the stuff. And, you know, same thing with the Mickey stuff. People are looking for that kind of stuff. They don't want to spend, you know, when I first went to Disney a few years ago, you know, I didn't realize as much how, you know, expensive in the actual park it could be to get a sweatshirt, but you don't care like when you're there. But if you want to, it's like in your mind, you're like, oh, I'm feeling all the Disney feels, but it's definitely worth it. Like if you know ahead of time to plan ahead. I have a friend that's right now, she's planning to go in October to Disney, and she's been planning for months. Like she has a 5-year-old daughter. She, you know, looked online, she saw like bubble wands and all these things that are popular there. So instead of dropping a lot of money when she goes to the park, she is buying up little things that she can like leave for her daughter or give to her, you know, like on her pillow and stuff the days that they are at the park, which I think is a really great idea because you can spend in souvenirs there in addition to everything else, foods, rides, you know, premium ride passes. It can just be very expensive, but there's definitely ways to be on a budget at Disney if you can plan ahead. And I love the idea of like buying a bubble wand ahead. My kids were a little past the bubble wand stage by the time we went to Disney, but I always see they were so popular there. Sometimes you just walk around, kids had the bubble wand and it was just bubbles everywhere. So yeah, there's definitely good ways to be thrifty on trips like that. You're already spending so much money to get there. You might as well save yourself some money and buy online ahead of time. Sometimes I get nervous about stuff like that. Like, I mean, maybe at around the age 5, that's okay. But like my kids now would definitely like go to Disney and they would like be like, I want this specific sweatshirt. So maybe I'm speaking more for like younger kids, like they'll be fine with just getting something. But I don't know, if they get in the park and they start seeing like, I want this specific bubble wand, it's like, oh, just take the bubble wand I already got. So, okay, next up is, and last up actually, sorry about Luna barking in the background. Hopefully she'll stop here. My dog, she's so precious. There's probably a big squirrel out back. These Naturalizer sandals are the one and only item that's sold on Poshmark. So cute. I love the design right here on these. I was excited to see these sell. I got these at a church sale in early April. I guess I kind of thought that they would sell faster because they're just so cute. Where are these heading to? These are heading to Virginia, so it's still warm weather in Virginia, so sandals are still selling, friends. If you have them, get them listed. You know, you don't want to be missing out on, you know, sometimes that's what I do. Like if I have some summery items and I'm like, oh, summer's ending, just list them. You never know. People, you know, weather is good in Florida most of the year and the southern states. So people are always looking to buy, you know, sandals, shorts, anything, you know, this time of year too. People go on vacations, you know, it's just, you never know. And that's what I love about this business is you can pick up things that you would maybe normally not be able to sell until like a yard sale or something, but on eBay and Poshmark, all these things, they brings new life to items. You're putting them in front of thousands and thousands of eyes to, you know, pick these items up even when they're not in season. So that's one of my favorite things about selling online. It is not limited to what it looks like outside today. People will buy wool in August and sandals in August, even though it's going to be fall soon. So yeah. All right, friends, that's everything today. Oops, I don't think I told you. So the sandals sold for $16. My estimated profit, $8.52. I'll take it. As I've said in the past, a lot of my shoes come directly from church sales, rummage sales, and I spend about $1. I try not to spend over $3 on shoes in general when I'm shopping at those places. And usually that's reasonable enough. Shoes are not something that seem to be marked up often, at least in my area, at rummage sales, church sales, and even yard sales sometimes, but you know. All right, friends, that's everything. That's all 4 items, 1 on Poshmark, 3 on eBay are heading out the door today. I hope you guys are out there this weekend finding some good sales, getting some great items for your store, wrapping up those, you know, yard sales. I did find a few today that I went to this morning. I'm thinking I'm getting a little bit pickier or something because I did not find much. I found a lot of that fast fashion brands like Shein, what other fast fashion? It's a tongue twister, friends. Don't try it. But yeah, I'm just kind of being more selective, trying to, you know, start transitioning to fall and not picking up things just because maybe they have a tag and I don't know. I'm just being selective. I have a large store right now and hopefully I will start, you know, I have a lot of fall stuff too, just in the store that hopefully will be heading out the door here soon. So, all right, friends, if you like videos like this, I put about 2 to 5 videos out per week, all about what's selling on eBay and Poshmark, educational videos. I did yesterday put out a bins video, all about what I picked up at the Goodwill bins. So if you've never heard of that or you've, you know, never experienced the Goodwill bins, it's a great way to see how you can get inventory really reasonable. So I love sharing this stuff with you. Most of my videos are what sold videos, but yeah, we mix in a little bit of everything. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend because thrifting is better with friends. So I hope you all have a great weekend and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.